I'm Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
I'm Cody.
Cody.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so we just have a couple questions and just wanted to get your interpretation. So first one is, how do you feel about being the only Boys and Girls Club currently in Roanoke Park, and how do you compete with other local small daycare businesses around?
Okay, that's a terrific question. We would love to have Boys and Girls Clubs at other locations, but I think there are plenty of after-school programs, and even though they're different, they serve different populations and different needs. So there's a YMCA at every elementary school location. 3 of them are free programs, and it's funded by the state through ACES funding, and so those are free. And then 3 of the schools have a pay program. And I think we all fill a different need. And so the ones that are free, parents that may not be working or are in very low income have that opportunity to go and have services after school for their kids to be safe. And likewise for the YMCAs that are held on school campuses in the other schools, it's a little bit, it is more expensive than we are, but parents value that they're in their local neighborhood. Whereas we bus kids here from those schools, and I think that, and again, we serve a very different population and for different needs.
Right. Thank you. The next one is, how do you retain kids through the summer month, and why are you personally working as a member of the Boys and Girls Club? I know those are 2 different questions.
Okay, well, let's start with summer. Actually, we double in size in the summertime. Yes, we serve about 65 kids on a daily basis after school, and that number will absolutely more than double. So we'll have between 150 and 180 kids every day here. So what happens is those school programs that I mentioned that are on school sites don't have a summer program.
Right.
And so, at least not on site. So a lot of the kids will come here for that program. But we also have a lot of kids that are from other communities. Their parents either work in Roanoke Park, or in some cases they might work in Novato or San Francisco, live in Santa Rosa, and drop their kids off on the way. So we don't have a problem at all retaining kids in the summertime at all.
Do you have to turn any away?
I've only had to do that for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that was 2 years ago when we capped out at 202. We had 202 kids. And that wouldn't have been a huge issue because we have, a lot of space and fields and things like that. But, our groups were so big because we only had a certain number of staff. And so, the kids weren't getting, the attention in a small group. It was becoming a very large group of 25 to 30 kids in a group. Gotcha. And so what we did was we actually had to turn kids away, or parents away that called, and that was their first inquiry. If I had already talked with them, or they were kids from our school year program but were only coming for a week or 2 in the summer, we honored that and let them come.
Okay. So why are you working as a member of the Boys and Girls Club?
Okay, I've been in the field of youth development for 25 years. Okay, this is what I do. I really believe in helping kids reach their full potential, and that's really what we do here.
Thank you. What are the biggest challenges that you face on a daily basis, and the biggest joys?
The biggest joys are when kids get it, whether that's academically or on the sports field or playing a game or even friendships. When something that we're really helping to foster in them, happens. And, it's truly amazing. And we've seen so many lives changed. The challenges are usually in transition periods. Kids in transition in their lives. Sometimes that might be something going on at home where a parent has left, or they've moved, or there's circumstances, and then they emotionally they're very challenged, and sometimes that comes out in a negative way.
Okay.
And also just challenges from different schools. Maybe they switch schools. Body changes, hormonal changes, those kinds of things. So it's really in the periods of transition, and but we're here to help them, shepherd them through that.
Why do you feel that the 6 core program areas are important to developing well-rounded individuals?
There's 5.
Oh, there's 5.
There's 5.
Whoops.
That's okay. Because it really, that is a well-rounded person. When we talk about not just academics but we're looking at sports, fitness, and recreation. And we always have those kids that only want to do sports programs, and so we challenge them so that at least once a week they're doing something where they're in an art program or they're doing something in a leadership program. We also have health and life skills where we help kids through those transitions. We do small groups of fifth graders that are that have, like the girls group has a girl leader and the boys group has a male leader, and we build the relationship so that when they do come up in those challenges in life, they have a good positive relationship with that person and they can help them. So it's health and life skills, academic success, sports, fitness, recreation, arts, and character and leadership. We give kids the opportunity to have leadership roles within the club and within the community. And we do a lot of community service. We've adopted a park here in town. We go clean that up twice a year. We have a group that has done some work with the animal shelter, making dog biscuits and taking them out there, and it's a lot of fun.
How do you handle the quick turnover rate? Do you feel that it's beneficial to your club?
Turnover of staff or of members? Staff. I think it is because we try to get a very diverse team here, and we'd like people to stay longer. Dee Dee and I both have been here for 7 years. She's actually been here 8. She was here before I was. So there's that stability that is here, but at the same time, I think that bringing fresh faces and fresh interests we expose kids to lots of different things, and so although we'd like to have people stay as long as they can with us and build those relationships with kids, every staff person brings something unique.
Okay. What do you find that draws the most funds for your income?
We're a fee-based program, so parents drive it. So we do some community fundraising. We rely on donations from for example, the service clubs in town. The Rotary supports us every year financially. Some of the fraternities at SSU have given us donations. A sorority has adopted us and does a fundraiser for us. And so those kinds of things help us as well. And that really helps us provide some scholarships for our kids.
Okay.
So it's $200 a month for members to be here. We do provide transportation, but there is a cost to that, like $65, and that's just a wash. But it's $200 a month, and for those that are on free or reduced lunch, we do offer scholarships. So it's $125 for kids that are on free lunch and $150 for those that are on reduced.
Okay. What sets your club apart from the other boys and girls clubs in the Sonoma County area?
I think one is our clubhouse. Not all boys and girls clubs actually are located in a clubhouse. Some are located on school campuses, and there's benefits to that as well. They have better connections with teachers, and they've got a relationship with the principal, things like that. Whereas here we are a clubhouse, so we're more of a community feel, and kids are coming here from lots of different schools, so they can interact with people from different backgrounds than they are, from different ethnicity than they are, than maybe they're exposed to at their own school. So there's a lot of diversity here.
Thank you. What characteristics do you look for in prospective employees?
Someone who is genuine, someone who works well with kids, and that has a unique gift that they can share with kids. Whether that's in the arts, in the in sports, and just in the academics, being able to help. And we all do all those things, but I think that we try to balance the staff, so that we don't have everyone who is sports minded or everyone who is just the academics.
Gotcha. Our final question is, what makes the Boys and Girls Club overall a special organization, in your opinion?
In my opinion, really our mission, and our mission is to help kids reach their full potential. We're not about daycare. We serve the purpose of daycare for a lot of families, but that's not our primary mission. Our primary mission really is to make a difference in a kid's life.
That's neat. Yeah. Thank you. That's all we have.
Yeah. Okay.
Short and sweet.